Welcome back to this already, the final segment of today's Price of Business. Man, it's been a good one, though. I've enjoyed it. And wrapping it up with my my good friend, Charles Alvarez, and he's with CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. Great organization, one that's certainly helped the Price of Business organization and has helped so many other businesses out there. Welcome to the program. How are you, sir?
Doing well, Kevin. Always good being on the show, buddy.
You bet. By the way, I do want to encourage the listener to check out Charles's website at CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. First of all, tell us a little bit about all you do to help businesses grow.
Well, there's basically really three things that we do to add value. The first thing is a lot of business owners are out there struggling to generate more leads. So one of the things that we do is we set up something called strategic marketing practices into their business instead of tactical. Harvard Business did a study back in 2012, and it was confirmed by several others, which basically said that, Kevin, less than 4% of companies can not only identify what their unique selling proposition is or what their uniqueness is, but even fewer can actually communicate it. So the first thing we said, okay, what is it that makes you unique? What is it that you do different than your competitors? Not necessarily better or worse, but what is it that you just do different? And then start a systematic campaign of educating the public on what it is that you do different.
Okay.
The second thing, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. Go ahead.
The second thing that we do is there are a lot of companies out there to where the sales process is hidden in the vault of the actual business owner. Now, we know that the best salesperson at any company is going to be the person who founded it. Nobody has more passion. Nobody has more in it to make it succeed than that person does. But in order to really scale that business, you've got to have a sales process that is repeatable, that your sales team can actually go out there and execute, and also a system to hold your team accountable. So as far as business development, those are the two things that we do really, really well.
Yeah, very good, very good. And so tell me what's going on with your business today.
Well, one of the things that we're finding is that, with the oil prices coming down, there are a lot more companies that are struggling out there to really generate more leads and close more business. As a matter of fact, I've heard from a couple of prospects here lately that we know the phones aren't just ringing that much. And if you're sitting back there waiting for the phone to ring, that is a huge sign that you have a broken sales and marketing system. Here's the thing. People still need gasoline. People still need to go out there and conduct their daily lives and do their business. So if you're able to articulate and communicate your unique selling proposition or your uniqueness into the marketplace, you can actually take a substantial amount of market share. Yes, it might require you to act smarter and to have more activity, but there's always the opportunity to take market share. So don't let lower oil prices or the economy or who's president act as an excuse not to do business. You can always, always take market share.
Yeah, no question about it. Where do people start in that effort?
Well, I think the first place they start is really doing an 80-20 analysis of their best customers. Who are the 20% of customers that generate 80% of the actual revenue? Because so few clients out there know, or so few companies out there know, who are our best clients. Well, if you don't know exactly who your best ideal client profile is and what their challenges are and how you can add value to them, then basically what happens is you start marketing to everybody. And if you're marketing to everybody, then you're not marketing to anybody. So the first place I would start is, who is my ideal target market? And typically that's found in those 20% of customers that make up 80% of your revenue.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And so tell me a little bit about the types of businesses that you work with.
We work with a lot of predominantly project-based businesses, so engineering companies, web development companies, social media companies. We also work with a lot of contractors because they're project-based. And one of the challenges that they're having is motivating their people. And our Lead with Purpose program really gets everybody engaged, all the way down from the laborers working on the actual job, all the way up to the CEO and the VP that we're working with. Because, look, I just can't find good people for my business. And, Kevin, what we find more than anything is they actually do have the right people. They just haven't communicated to them exactly what role they should be fulfilling and keeping them accountable to make sure they're doing the things necessary to generate the results that they want.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Talk about the size of those companies that you like to work with. Kind of give us a sense of the range.
Typically we work with companies on the lower end, 1 to 20, top of the range is 18 to 20 million. So that's the typical size of companies that we work with.
All right. Thanks so much for your information there. I tell you, I want to encourage people to learn more about the great work that Charles Alvarez does. Make sure you check him out over there at CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. And as always, thank you, Charles.
Always my pleasure, Kevin.
All right, when we come back tomorrow, much more for you. I do want to remind you, the show continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com, and also check us out at usdatareview.com. Have a great day. Spend it wisely on this station.
Portions of today's Price of Business were brought to you by Cornerstone Business Academy and oresonance.com.